Hey, what's up, guys? So I know it's been a minute, actually a long time, since I posted anything on my channel. And so, but SummerSlam just seems like it's going to be decent. And there's a lot of storylines I want to like touch base on. So if you have any opinions or anything, or post your predictions down below, I'd like to know like who's everybody going for, what they think, and what's the best direction that WWE should go with these matches. So I have stars by the ones I think or I want to win, and checks by the ones I'm pretty sure is gonna walk out of SummerSlam with the victory. So first one is Andre and Zelina. Sorry if I say his name wrong. I am like stuck at his name. Versus Rusev and Lana. Okay, so I don't love or hate either one of these teams. I actually really honestly haven't paid really a whole lot of attention to the whole storyline. So I'm not really, I'm not really up to date to like really, like I know what made them like be in a match at SummerSlam, but I'm like not interested in it, so I haven't really been paying attention to it. So Rusev and Lana is who I'd like to see win because I feel like they started this whole Rusev Day and he got a title match, but he didn't win. So, I mean, I feel like WWE fails to realize that, sure, they have title matches, but if they don't win them, I mean, and then they're in like side matches, like, what's even the point? Like, why give them a push if you're only going to push them halfway? It don't make no sense to me. So, but I'm pretty sure Zelina and her guy will probably win. Like I said, I cannot pronounce his name to save my life. That match is kind of whatever to me. This match also, I do not follow 205 Live. I didn't really. Cedric versus Drew Gulak, but from what I did see, I like Cedric a lot. So I think Cedric will win, and I want Cedric to win. So, like I said, I don't really follow, so it's not really fair to say. Can't really go deep into that on why. Alright, then we got the B Team versus the Revival for the Raw Tag titles. Okay, I don't like B Team. They're like, not that they don't deserve what they're getting. I mean, they've definitely been going a long time with not getting nothing and still trying to make it work. But also, I want the Revival to win because the Revival got pulled up from NXT when quite a few others got pulled up from NXT. And I feel like, I know they had their injury, but I feel like the Revival hasn't properly got a push yet. And we don't want to lose a team like the Revival because they have so much talent in them and so much, like, if you go and watch their NXT matches, they're a really good team. Wrestling skills, talking, all that. They're a really good team. And I want to see them win these titles because I think it's only fair because they've been going for a minute and not got anything. They're always on the sidelines. Like, I think it's their turn. And I know that's kind of a toss-up because I think it would be sad kind of to see the B Team lose their titles at the same time because they're just now getting their push too. So it's very hard for me to pick on which team I feel like should get a push more. But I feel like the Revival's been getting screwed the most, and I think that I would rather see the Revival win, but I think the B Team will probably be the one that takes home the titles and stays undefeated. Then you have Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Okay, I love Baron Corbin. He's from my hometown. But how many times are we going to see this match? Like, it was in the last couple pay-per-views, I believe. And it's been on Raw almost every week or something with them, like, every week. Like, it's like, all in all, it's a good storyline. They're good in the ring. Like, decent matches. But it's like, you only see something so long. It's not for a title or anything like that. It's just a match. And, like, there's going to be just matches. But I don't know. I feel like this one's old, and I just hope that, I want Baron Corbin to win, being from the same hometown as him. But Finn Balor will probably be the one to take it. And then after that, I just want to see them go different way with Finn Balor because I feel really bad for Finn. I don't think he's really rightfully got a shot since he got injured. And I know it's hard lately because there's a lot of people up there, a lot of people in the mix, but I feel like Finn Balor has been doing like side matches, and I think like he hasn't really got a whole lot of shots to really, I don't know, like actually get a push. And I mean, I just feel bad for him. So hopefully after that, I want Baron Corbin to win. I think Finn Balor will. Hopefully that will just end that match from now on. Then you have New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Live tag titles. New Day. There is no question. I think the Bludgeon Brothers will probably be the one that actually takes the victory and take the titles home. But to me, they're just boring. Like, I've heard a lot of people say, like, they're supposed to be boring because they're supposed to be scary and all that. But it's not even like, they're not intimidating. To me, they don't even give them like a strong suit of nobody can defeat them type thing. Like, they fight a bunch of nobodies. No offense to them people, but they fight a bunch of nobodies every week and destroy them. Like, nobodies versus, a tag team who's been 4-time tag champions, been tag team of the year. Like, it's not, like, it doesn't compare. So, I don't know, but I definitely want the New Day. I think the Bludgeon Brothers will probably win. The reason I want the New Day, because then they would tie up with the Usos on 5 times, okay? Then with that, they can have a war again, and we all know that I don't care if you don't even like the Usos or you don't like the New Day, like, they put on a show when it comes to tag title matches. Like, they had the tag titles, the SmackDown tag titles, on literally the main card. It took them a few pay-per-views, but they were on the main card. And once again, like, I think they're on the main card this year because the Raw tag titles are on the pre-show, but literally, like, my thing is it's like they work so hard for that, and they've been on the pre-shows since the Bludgeon Brothers had them. Nobody's interested in them titles right now because it's just boring. So I honestly feel like the New Day won them. It would be cool to see the Usos and New Day part 3, part 4, because that is just a rivalry that never gets old. The matches always get better each time. So that's my hope. Then you have Braun versus Kevin Owens for the Money in the Bank. My thing is with this is that we really need Braun to keep this. I feel bad for Kevin Owens because they haven't been doing a whole lot with him, but I need Braun to keep this because I need him to cash in. Because I do not want to see Brock Lesnar take the title home. I do not want to see Brock leave SummerSlam with the title, which I know is probably not going to go my way, but I just would rather see Braun. So I think Braun will win, and I want Braun to win. Jeff versus Nakamura. I feel like Nakamura's going to win. I'd be okay with Jeff wins, but with the stuff going on with Randy Orton, I feel like, that Randy Orton will get involved, and Nakamura will take the U.S. title home. Then we got the IC title, Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. Ziggler has Drew McIntyre in his corner. Seth Rollins has Dean Ambrose. Now, when I first saw this match on, and he returned Monday, I'm like, yes, we're going to get the Shield reunion we've been waiting for, because when they first got back together, Roman's brother passed away, and then Dean got hurt. So we didn't really get that full-on Shield reunion. But there's a lot of speculation about the new look, Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins, and that's what I feel like the route they're going to go. So I'm going to say Ziggler probably will keep the title. Seth is who I want to win. But in all reality, Ziggler and Drew are kind of doing their thing. So I feel like it's going to be a Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose rivalry. Heel turn, go Dean Ambrose. So that's how I feel about that match. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, 8 years in the making. Now, this might shock a lot of you. I like Daniel Bryan as a person. I think he's a good person, a good wrestler, and does have skill. They will probably have Daniel Bryan win because of his huge comeback and all that. But I want The Miz to win. I think The Miz has definitely, I don't know. He's really good at what he does. And sometimes it's hard to say because he can get annoying. But he's really good at what he does, and so I just think The Miz winning because I don't see this just being a one-match thing. So, then you have Becky versus Carmella versus Charlotte. Becky is who I think, without a shadow of a doubt, no ifs, ands, or buts, should get the title. Because the last, I want to say 2 years, maybe year, it has only been between Carmella and Charlotte. And I don't think that's fair. And Becky is an amazing women's wrestler. She's amazing. So I want to see Becky win. I have a check in between Carmella and Charlotte because I feel like one of them are going to take the win. But if you ask me who I think should win, it should be Becky all the way. Because everybody's sick of seeing Carmella and Charlotte keep the title all the time. It's always one of them. So it's just really annoying. Then you have Alexa versus Ronda Rousey. I'm going for Ronda, and I think Ronda will win. At first, I wasn't a huge fan of Ronda, but honestly, at this point, when it comes to Raw, like, I think that Ronda is right now the best one to put the title on. Now, I will say, I think they definitely need to work on her wrestling skills. They pulled her in, and she's a hot name, so they couldn't, like, put her in NXT and then build her up because she's such a big name in the MMA. But because of that, her wrestling skills are a little rusty. Now, she's getting better as she does matches, but she just hasn't had that many yet. And I know she's probably working hard behind scenes, so I respect Ronda, and I think she pulls off the character pretty well, but I think she just needs more work on her ring skills. And so I'm going to go with Ronda, and I think Ronda will probably win, especially with Natty's dad passing and just all that stuff going on. I feel like that would be, I don't know, because Natty being her friend, I don't know. I feel like Ronda's going to take the win. Then we have Brock Lesnar versus Roman. So I already told you how I felt about Brock. I do not want to see him taking the title from SummerSlam. I'm okay if either Roman loses and Braun cashes in, I'm okay. Or Roman winning and Braun cashing in. At this point, I just don't want to see Brock Lesnar leave SummerSlam and us have to, go another year pretty much of Brock Lesnar as champion. So that is, to me, that's biggie for me because it's I don't know. I don't like Brock Lesnar. I feel like it's very, annoying because he doesn't really have to do anything, but he gets all these special treatments. So, just my opinion. And then, so I want Roman to win. I'm pretty sure Brock will probably win, but I hope for a cash-in. AJ Styles, the last message, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. I want AJ Styles to win, but I think they'll give it to Samoa Joe. This match is going to be good regardless. I wouldn't be upset if Joe won, and honestly, I don't have a whole lot to say over this match, other than I think it's going to be a fantastic match. I really do. Joe and AJ, I used to watch TNA Hardcore. They always had great matches. I didn't faithfully watch TNA, but when I did watch TNA, I've watched TNA clips from old TNA. They just have good matches. I pick AJ, not only because I'm an AJ Styles fan, but I met him in February with my little cousin. He just was really amazing guy, and so he kind of has a soft spot, kind of picking a favorite because he made her whole entire birthday, and so that makes me happy. So I can't really say that I dislike Joe because he's a good wrestler, a lot of skill, but I just at the same time feel like I want AJ to win. So, like I said, I don't have a whole lot to say about that match other than it's going to be a fantastic match. Out of this whole card, because we know WWE can have an amazing thing on paper and screw it all up with the way they go with it. I have a feeling that this is going to be a good pay-per-view. I have a feeling that they're going to make good decisions on who wins, which routes they go. It's SummerSlam. They got to make some big decisions. So comment below, the matches you are looking forward to seeing. Your predictions, who you think should win. Do you think Dean Ambrose will turn heel? Do you think there'll be a cash-in? Do you think they will pull the title off of Brock or not? So just comment below, like the video, do all that good stuff. Before I go, I'll say the match I'm looking most forward to is the Ziggler and Seth Rollins match, mainly to see if Dean turns heel. And the AJ Styles and Samoa Joe and Brock and Roman depending on the outcome. I don't even care if it's cash-in, just please. Because I'm a huge Roman fan, but I'd be okay with a cash-in. Just get the title off Brock. But thanks for watching, guys, and let me know how you feel and what you think is going to happen.